turns out to be had a lot of upside. I didn't catch on those and didn't catch on the downside as well. I did mention. What's up guys, Steven Dux here. Welcome to my new video lessons of the week, and today we're gonna talk about some of the play that I missed, some play that I actually catch. So NBEV has been hot for a few days and had a massive drop on Friday. I think I was actually long in the 315-ish, sold in the 340. Turns out to be had a lot of upside. I didn't catch on those and didn't catch on the downside as well. I did mention in my chat room that I would short in the 980 area close to 10 because this is open range of 10 to 7, which is about 20% drop. But now I was afraid of this 750 100 million share traded, so this part is supposed to acting as a support, and that's where I'm a little bit nervous that the stock can have a massive drop and can be trapping the shorts in the 70-50 area and re-break 10 and starting the new high, because the stock has been trapping for a while and the stock is trading 100 million shares a day, 150 million shares a day. So I haven't actually traded all those 100 million share traded stocks. I don't have that much data on it, so I have to need to be more conservative that on the stocks that I don't trade that often, because we're trading billion-dollar market cap, TLRY and CRO, and all those things are that a bunch of hedge funders are involved in. So something like NBEV, it's more favored to our retail traders, but I'm still not familiar with this volume. So now the stock had a massive downside on Friday, and I'm hoping there's going to be a push on Monday that I can be able to short into because the stock is on the downside. There's not much going on except Friday NBEV, and we had IGC follow-up drops as well with NBEV. And now what I can tell is the stock traded 76 million shares, dropped about 20% of its high, 30% of its high. So Monday tomorrow push will certainly fail, and we'll be looking to short Monday morning, but we'll see how it goes. But the key is I trade stocks by statistics. So if I don't have enough confidence and some factors are conflicting with each other, with shorting at 10 and massive support at 7.5, that's where that stay out of the way, because I want to see what's going to happen. So next time when I see the same pattern happening, I can use this ticker as my reference to be able to make a better decisions next time. So I missed NBEV and I had that FOMO pretty hard on Friday, but I feel a lot better because if I thought about it, I can use this as my reference in the next 10 times. I can still use them to make my profit. So I'm pretty sure all traders have fear of missing out, and if you had one of them, you miss a good play, just think in a different way. You can use as a reference to make more money, and this is the best you can do. You can't go back in time and made money you're supposed to be making. Just think about what you can do next, what you can do better. That's how you can improve yourself as a trader. So there's another ticker going on, it's called AWSM, and it's been going on for a couple of days, and it has this failed spike every often. It had a top of 21, so it actually failed in a 21-ish, and parabolic to 22, fell in the 20s. So I actually think this needs to be traded a little bit more volume, and it could gap down on Monday to form an overextended gap down pattern. If you want to know more about the pattern, go ahead and check out my trading technique courses, and it should help you to judge how to pick an entry, how to choose the correct exit. And that will be my thought process for 3 potential tickers happened on Friday, and hopefully my lessons can help you in your trading career. If you want to check out my UCB conference, I will put a link below, and it's completely free. If you want to know about the stock market, go ahead and register. We only can accept a certain amount of people. So if you're on a spot, please check out the link, and I will see you there.